दो चीजें चाहिए. एक चाहिए listening posts, and listening posts have to be as close to the Soviet Union border as possible. But any country who puts listening post in another country, that country is losing its sovereignty. क्योंकि अगर अमेरिका आके बोलता है हम श्रीनगर में हम अपना पोस्ट बनाएंगे, लिसनिंग पोस्ट, जो रशिया को हम सुनना चाहते हैं, तो द इंडियन गवर्नमेंट हैज टू एग्री टू दैट कि ओके सर, आप आके बनाइए यहाँ पे. सो द ओनली गवर्नमेंट विच एग्रीज टू दिस इज पाकिस्तान. सो दे नीड द पाकिस्तानी listening posts. The second thing they needed was the U-2 bases. So they had aircraft, we still have stealth aircraft called the U-2, which is today called the stealth bomber, but it is also a reconnaissance aircraft. It can go to 40,000 feet and once it can. Those days, no satellites have come up as yet. Right. So these aircrafts have to do, and these bases were based in Pakistan. So that is why US needed Pakistan. And the US was arming Pakistan so that Pakistan would be strong, and they used to play this anti-India narrative. So US is arming them. So अगर US उनको arm कर रहा है, तो naturally we have to go to Russia.
A natural ally.
Natural ally. And that's why we go to Russia, and Russia equips us. So these two blocks are growing until they come to two major races. The first is the space race. So first, they're very interesting. The first people to go to space were Russians. The first people to put a living organism into space is Russian. The first cosmonaut to carry out a spacewalk is a Russian. Right? So the Americans have to now battle, because it's an ideology battle also. After all, if there are two champions who are going out to race, where will the world join? They'll join the winner of the champion. So the communist system says that we were the ones who were able to put a man on the space before. Our cosmonaut reached out of the limit. So US is behind us. The US has to back. So this war is happening, and Reagan makes it Star Wars. He takes the weapons to satellite level, which Soviet Union can't match. The second event that happens is Soviet Union invades Afghanistan, because they want control over this area. Right? Afghanistan, Russia ka underbelly hai. And more importantly, access to waters. Access to why China is doing now Gwadar port and all that. Because they need access to water.
CPEC.
Yeah, because if they try to come through the Malacca Strait, they can be choked at the Malacca Strait. Similarly, on near island jitne hain, Taiwan. Why are they so interested in Taiwan? Because Taiwan, whoever occupies Taiwan is literally sitting outside China. As like whoever occupies Sri Lanka is a major threat for Indian southern peninsula. So basically, these two sides are fighting each other, and Afghanistan, the Soviet Union is unable to take it anymore, because itne uske losses ho rahe, itna internally also dead bodies are coming back, and finally there is a rebellion, and Gorbachev loses power, Yeltsin takes over power, and Soviet Union breaks. Now Soviet Union break means US doesn't have any major enemy now, so it becomes a unipolar world. Ab jo US decide karega, everyone has to follow. And US did many things. They bombed Syria, they bombed many countries, they bombed every country which was even a Russian ally, and Russia had no option but to keep quiet, because now it doesn't have that strength, which it had at one point of time. And also its states break away. Georgia, Herzegovina, this, that, Czechoslovakia, all these states break away until we came to Ukraine. All these states break away. So this is the situation of the world until US decided that now our dependence on the Gulf is not so much. Major reason for this is US has started becoming, it always was, but now it is openly becoming oil and energy independent. They have got shale gas. They are the cheapest gas in the world right now. So their energy costs are really, really low. So they don't need कि अभी अपने को आधे दुनिया में बेसिस लगाने हैं, अपने बंदे मर रहे हैं अफगानिस्तान में, इधर वोटर में प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है, when dead bodies come back, presidents lose elections and all that. अपने को करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Matter of fact, Second World War में भी जब तक पर्ल हार्बर में जापान ने अटैक नहीं किया था, तब तक यूएस का इंटेंशन वाज नॉट टू एंटर द वॉर. देयर वर मेजर बॉडीज इन द यूएस हु सेड कि हम क्यों यूरोप के पंगे में घुस रहे हैं. अभी 20 साल पहले था वो जर्मनी और फ्रांस का लड़ा हुआ, हम गए, हमारे बच्चे मरे वहां पे, फिर हमने पीस एस्टैब्लिश किया. 20 साल के अंदर अंदर फिर से लड़ रहे हैं वो लोग यूरोप में. So why should we get involved? And there was a very strong lobby which said we should not get involved in the world's problems. These are not our problems. So now it began with actually Obama, and then Biden followed it, and now Trump is following it, where they are basically saying अब हम दुनिया की पुलिसिंग नहीं करेंगे, हमको पर्शियन गल्फ में जो हो रहा है होने दो भाई, अपने को उससे कोई लेना देना नहीं है. Now the Persian Gulf has a problem that they have oil but they don't have a military. So Saudi Arabia doesn't have a military that is strong. ठीक है, टोकन के लिए एक है, but if tomorrow Iraq again decides कि या Iran again decides कि यार ideological हमारा दुश्मन है Saudi Arabia, so we'll attack Saudi Arabia or whatever, there is no global policeman anymore. No one is there anymore. Now this basically means that India also has to relook at all its alliances. India का फायदा एक है, India के 2-3 फायदे हैं. पहला फायदा यह है कि amongst all countries of the world right now, US, France to a certain extent, and India are the only ones who are sitting on a demographic dividend. Our median population is 28 years old. And of course, I'm saying कि चलो stunting, malnutrition वगैरह will solve, hopefully. So we are a young population. And that means we will have revenue increasing or revenue generating capability and revenue consumption capability also. Very similar to the US. US is also relatively quite young and a totally self-contained economy. They can produce whatever they want to. That's what Trump is trying to do. यही produce करो और यही consume करो. Make it America. We don't need to maintain these long channels of shipping routes and safety and this and that. I don't want to spend money on that. That's their formula. Second, the Indian subcontinent sits in a very major important trade route. Our peninsula, Indian Ocean से ही जाएंगे जिसको भी जाना है. From the Western Hemisphere, the Eastern Hemisphere, whoever wants to go crossover, Far East Asia, Middle East, वहाँ से trade, इधर से trade, energy requirements of all Indonesia, Philippines, Japan, all of that has to go through the. So we have, in other words, the passage fees, as we can call it, because it's going in our sphere of. So we are going to play a very important role. And I think India is keeping its options open, saying we don't need to be. So we are actually part of BRICS also. We are part of Quad also. Now Quad is actually excluding Russia, but BRICS is including Russia. Then there are arrangements. So I think India is now at a juncture where it's saying that we are going to be a serious player. I don't think India will be a superpower in the classical sense because, frankly, we don't have the economy to do that at this point in time. But we'll definitely be a heavyweight in the camps of the world. And which side India sort of leans on will have a significance. And I think India is therefore, I'm not using the phrase hedging its bets, but it's keeping options open. It's not aligning itself to any one. So we are, for example, trading with China, but fighting with China. We are trading with Turkey, but Turkey provides arms and ammunition to our adversary, Pakistan. We have a very nice weapons arrangement with France, who also supplies to Pakistan. So in the real world, in the real politics, there is no such thing as कि यार तूने मेरे enemy के साथ. It's like दो lawyers जब argue कर रहे होते हैं केस में, very volatile case. तो ये जो दो parties हैं, they expect कि lawyers also going to fight with each other. Lawyers don't fight with each other. After the case is over, they'll go have chai and all that. They are professional colleagues. Yeah. So similarly, world powers, they have a certain dialogue. Like China and India will have एक boundary में हमारा problem है. वो claim कर रहा है कि अरुणाचल प्रदेश मेरा है, आप बोल रहे नहीं है, तुम्हारा नहीं है, ये boundary है, फलाना निमकारा. But you say चलो वो अपना चलता रहेगा. But we will focus on these disputes later. Let's look at how we can improve trade now. Because if trade improves, then there is symbiotic skin in the game, दोनों side का. And both sides will lose if there is war. So that is the way the world works. ठीक है, वो थोड़ा जिंगोइज्म भी दिखाना पड़ता है लोगों को. ये ऐसा
वो तो अपनी जनता को भी तो मोटिवेटेड रखना है.
You have to get them motivated, no? Because अभी जैसे मैं सिंपल सा एग्जांपल देता हूँ, कोई मेजर टेरर स्ट्राइक हो गया, जैसे वो बॉम्बिंग हुए थे 2003 में, जो भी बॉम्बे में बॉम्बिंग्स हुए थे, तो तुरंत उसके बाद यूल से शूट आउट हुआ था लोखंडवाला में, तो तुरंत उसके बाद यूल सी नाकाबंदी ऑल ओवर द सिटी, सब जगह नाकाबंदी, इधर उधर रहना. एंड यू गो यार, जिसने करना था वो तो करके चला गया कांड. ये नाकाबंदी किस लिए कर रहे हो अभी आप? वो नाकाबंदी is not being done to catch them. Nakabandi is
to reassure you.
State has taken control. Now state is back. We have taken over control. So a lot of these conversations about Op Sindoor, we did this and all that is also to tell
we are in control.
Yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry about it.